Life Advancement Center. Welcome to this fabulous interview time. I'm Kim Stanwood, Terranova. I have the joy, the honor to see you every Saturday. And this day, I get to bring to you, I have the joy and honor of bringing you Jason from Seattle, who's had a magnificent week. And I've been blessed to have him in class and sharing himself with me. And I thought it was a perfect fit for him to come and share with you, all of you, of what has transpired for him this week here at Rythmia. So thank you for joining us. Sit back, relax, because we have a really good conversation coming up. So welcome. Say hi to everyone.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today?
Good. I feel really good today. It's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing week of discovery. It's been an amazing week of, so many emotions and so many people to just appreciate and love. And I've just felt like I've just found a whole nother family. It's just been incredible.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an honor to watch you shift and grow. So to be with you at the beginning of the week, and I remember exactly what you said, and to watch you shift and grow till now has been magnificent. So I just want to commend you for your courage. It's just
Thank you so much.
So bold. What was your intention? Tell everyone, what was your intention in coming to Rythmia?
Oh, wow. So I had a list. I had a list almost a page of lists of intentions. I came into Rythmia with just a lot of pain, a lot of just imagine like a shell of just that was wrapped around this ton of pain that I came in with, a lot of relationship issues, a lot of just personal self-hate issues. I wanted to, my intentions were heal self-love, heal this pain that was going on in me, just take it away from me somehow and make myself whole. And, it was just a laundry list of things that kind of related to like the self-love. And, I came with a lot of negativity with that. And I also just finding God, to be quite honest. I'd lost touch with, the divine being, whether it be God, Buddha, Allah, with the universe, whatever you want to call it, that I just felt out of touch with that. And I knew that for me to heal myself, that I'd done some research before, that I lost touch with what's called spiritual confidence. And that spiritual confidence is, that allowing of trust. So the trust to place in something more divine than yourself, the greater good, because knowing that this greater good has a plan and that you are, kind of just along for the ride. But for me, being that out of trust, not having the trust within things, meant that I wanted to control every little thing and just grip it as tight as I can and just hang on. And that anxiety and everything was just kind of poisoning my life kind of thing. So that's what I kind of wanted to relief from, that all those things that I was just kind of listing out.
I love what you said before we started. I love that Jason said, I had a whole huge list, like you just said. And I said, isn't that interesting how we come to situations that I've said, here's my list. Could you please help me fix all of this?
Yes.
And the interesting part is that my observation of you, and we kind of agreed, is that we may not have gone check down the list. You got even more, and the more to do with love that I'd love for you to talk about next is really going to address, if it hasn't already, all that was on the list, just not in the way you thought it would.
Yeah.
So share with everyone what you shared with me about your miracle and what you discovered to do with everything you came in with.
Yeah. So kind of put succinctly, is my miracle was after 3 days, I really was in a point of, I kind of went in a really low place. I had some things happen that just brought me down. I thought I was, ratcheting up. I was like, oh, it's 2 out of 3 things. Yeah, great. Things. And then it just dropped on Wednesday. And I was like, I need to redefine my intentions. I don't think I'm doing this right. And then this Thursday night, I just really found that miracle was, I was thinking about, it's love. It's something got to be around love. It's got to be there around love. And then I realized it's practicing love. That's my purpose. That's my miracle. That is just finding that. And that I know that it's, it's the consistency of the practice and just embodying that and being able to, and then adding a little twist to that, it was actually trust too. So I struggle with that, because you have to trust in order to receive that love, and also have that self-love as well. So that to me was my miracle in the sense that, being able to go, wow, I can practice love every single day. And that is just to me a miracle, because coming in, I was not a very trusting person. I realized that, and working through all the different kind of childhood traumas, going back to that, it was like huge to me to find all that.
And that list, you add love to every single thing on that list, and what happens?
It kind of just all like goes away.
Yes.
I mean, that it just kind of just really didn't make as much sense to kind of look at that list and where you can go, well, I can apply it if I practice love, because it's practicing self-love. It's practicing love for others, and really kind of understanding even people that have, wronged me or whatever you want to say in that sense, where we've had issues, being able to just love them for who they are and understand and not see a conflict with that is really, it's about love.
It's about love.
Yeah.
And that love heals that self-hatred that we have, or self-judgment, because when we start with ourselves and start unpacking everything you just said, then you make more room for love to make itself known. It's always there, but it just got to make itself known because you cleaned house of anything that's been going on.
Yeah. And just this, everything else kind of like, it's kind of like the shell. Well, another one thing that one of the shaman really kind of, and it was just such a wise thing. It's like she was such a wise sage there that, my heart was broken coming in, but it's a matter of taking that heart and breaking it open in order to receive the love. And that was just beautiful to me. I was just like contemplating. I was like, wow, what does this mean? This is crazy. and then to break open, what? My heart's broken. But then to break open with that love.
Yeah.
And then so that is kind of like another thing that just kind of was really like a visual to me.
Do we have the most amazing shamans ever on the planet?
Yeah, it's just so amazing how in tune they are, and so compassionate.
Oh, yes. Our whole team, the shamans, the assistants, the support is so profoundly deep that you could hear something like that. I love that she said that. I think I know who that was.
Carolina.
Love that. Yes, I love that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good. So tell us more. Besides, what else did you love at Rythmia?
I mean, I really wrote the comments down there. I mean, the therapy support staff is just beyond incredible. I mean, to call out, Oscar was just so incredible throughout my entire, and Ian was also just a fantastic person. I mean, these all are just such great, beautiful people there. Another thing I was just fascinated by is like everybody knew my name and everybody knew everybody else's name. It was just like, wow, have you guys done some research on us or something in the background? It was just incredible. Just that personal touch that everybody had. It just made you feel so welcome here. Yeah. It's just incredible. And the talk, go through these experiences with all these people you've never met before out there. And then we all are just, by the first night, we're like, oh, and then we're just, after the first night, we're all like, wow, I love you. You're a beautiful person. And then by the fourth night, we're all like family.
You can't live without each other. After you come here and doing exactly that, like, oh, I don't know these people. And then the next thing you're like, oh my gosh, I can't live without you from this moment onward.
Yeah.
Because when we go through the depths of things with individuals with such compassion for each other, so the staff is holding you, everyone in the room is holding you, everything changes, life changes.
Yeah. It's just beautiful to be, these strangers, you're just like, I love you. And I need not like just, hey man, I love you. No, it's a deep, like, I love you. And be able to say that as like to a man is just really incredible to say that. I love you. You're a beautiful person.
Yes. That's because you're willing to receive love now.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so you love the staff. How about Roots? How'd you love our food?
The food is amazing. Yes.
Everything.
Yes. The food is amazing. I wanted more massages.
Who wouldn't?
Yes. The hot and cold baths was amazing. That was a real treat. But yeah, the food at Roots was excellent.
And I want to acknowledge you for coming to every class. You didn't even miss Friday. Like, you were consistently in class, which makes a difference. Like when you're really having a safe place to unpack everything that you are catching in the evening. Oh, how was everything last night in breathwork after you've had a week of ceremony? How'd you feel about that?
Breathwork was awesome. I mean, breathwork in itself is like a ceremony in itself where, after you're breathing, you're like, oh, I'm just going to breathe. And then and then all of a sudden, the first breath work was actually amazing I think it was on Sunday night for me. I was like, okay, I'll breathe. And then, do this. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, you might feel this, my hands might, this. I'm like, these pterodactyl hands.
Yes,
What is that all
yes.
about? And then you do it, and you're like, what the heck's going on with my
I know,
hands?
it's so weird.
and then, but all of a sudden, you just get this euphoria that's out, that you get out there. And then you're like, wow, this is powerful stuff. Just to like, there's no like, you're just breathing, and to get to yourself to that. I don't know. I don't know what I can call the state, but it's just this divine state of consciousness that you're just like, wow.
And we came in equipped with that. We came in equipped with the power of breath. And then we forget in life and come to a class like this where you have a room full of people that you're breathing with. So you're also riding this wave of like, whoo, there's breath in this room. Our breath work goes into the cells and the nooks and crannies of our body and brings out things that we forgot all about to bring them to the light.
Yeah, the first night on Sunday I was crying and having all these emotions and actually having some visuals as well. The things with that was just crazy. The first day having that, and then by the today, like the last day, then having breath work again is like I heard other people crying. It was amazing, and some people were crying so hard. It was just they just were like, I needed that so much, and it's just beautiful to hear that.
I don't think I've been through a breath class yet that I kind of know that both of my ears are filled with tears by the time I'm done. I always have to roll over on one side, like, oh yeah, just let it all come out because it's just what happens. At least you're open to let it out. Okay, brilliant. Are you going to come back and see us again?
Yes.
Brilliant. Love to hear that. Good. And how would you describe rythmia to someone who's never been? Like if you're talking about rythmia and somebody's never been, how would you describe rythmia? Give me a few words.
I think what I've told people is that it's about spiritual healing. And I think that's kind of in your brochure and the literature, but I really think it's true to that. But I think it's even more than it's more than just spiritual healing. It's an entire spectrum. It's a emotional, it's a physical, it's the spiritual healing as well. I mean, it is just a plethora of just healings. And I want to go beyond that, but it's because it is just more than that. But I found that it's, just something that you have to do for yourself. That, I think that if you're feeling kind of any doubts, or feeling kind of a lost space, that you just have to book something here, because it will get answered. If you have any like self-doubts, self-questions, I mean, if you're in a stuck place. I want
everyone to hear this, because you're exactly right. Like if there's anything of that occurring in your life with doubt or questioning or anything you just said brilliantly, then yes, your life is worth it, is to book it, to come do the work, to come go deeper in this safe, beautiful, safe haven. I have one more question. Tell us, how's your life going to be different when you get home? What's going to be with what you're carrying home, with what you are bringing home, the love that you know now? We all know there's a transition time to come home and live this. And we talked about this some, but for you, like, what do you see shifting in your world? Like where you're coming from, not looking at.
Where I'm coming from now is that I feel as though I'm whole now. I'm able to come from a place of, I love myself now. I had a real self-loathing, not loathing, but self-acceptance problems that I'm now coming from a place where I know where I'm at. I know what I deserve. I know where my boundaries are. I know what my intentions are, although I'm still working on some of the redefining everything. But I just know myself, I should say that. And I think a lot of people have problems with that. And I think that knowing who I am and what I want out of life, and that I'm deserving of life now, of deserving of love and able to give love, I think is really with the practicing love and knowing what I'm worth and where I'm going is where I'm coming from.
It changes everything. That changes everything.
So I'm able to come from a place of confidence and compassion, but also be able to lead with integrity and love.
Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Come from a place of confidence, compassion, and lead with integrity and love.
That's my actual.
Well done.
That's my that's what I write down every single day. Actually,
Well
is my-
done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Brilliant work.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Imagine we get to imagine that your kind of healing and all of us to do this work, when we go back into our world, Jason's bringing the fullness of himself back into his life. So that means everything shifts in his life, where he works, how he works, in the way he works with individuals, your family. And then my own personal belief is we just continue to grow then onto our communities, and our consciousness impacts those we're with. So thank you for your consciousness being so love-filled and sharing. And please know that come and join us. You might even see Jason here. Yeah. He may be back. I will definitely be here. So I'd love to see you, and have a beautiful Saturday. Check us out. Come to the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. We'd love, love, love to see you soon. Have a glorious day. Ciao. We're going to go talk to the monkeys.